And good morning. How are you this morning? This is why you never tell anybody where you have a lighter. Like, it's like a household secret. I have taken the lighter, and thou shalt not find it. I don't care if you need to cook dinner with the grill. Bring my freaking lighter back. You never know when I need to sage the shit out of some things. Good morning. I still don't have a lighter. Really? It's so obvious. I have a shell that I put the lighter in so that I have the lighter to light the sage. Anybody else don't like your stuff touched? Like, don't touch my stuff. I have some stuff that I let. A lighter's a weird one for me. Like, I need to know where my lighter is. I like to know where my lighter is. Anybody else? I didn't hear his car come in. Richard just scared the living pea water out of me. Like, there's somebody on our porch. So the other day, good morning, everybody. The other day we were sitting here. It was 7:00 at night, and somebody come down our driveway. It's like really weird. Our driveway's a little. It's not like right on the road. So to have someone come down the driveway to sell us vacuum cleaners was incredibly strange. I don't smoke, Monica, so the only place I use a lighter is right here. Oh, it might be in his, but he took it to work. You live alone, you don't have that issue. You're not supposed to start ritual stuff with a match. Did you guys know that? Here's what you do. So there's a workaround. Of course, I don't have any of my candles here. There's a workaround for this. So technically, you're not supposed to start your ritual things with a match. So what you have is something called a witness candle. You have a witness candle. So you can light your witness candle with a match. Okay? And usually they're the 4-inch or 5-inch. We carry them in the store. They're 4 or 5-inch. Good morning, son, again. Hello. So you start your candle with the you can start your candle with the match, and then you light your whatever else off of the flame of the candle. So that's called a witness candle. Why are we not supposed to start it with a match? Does anybody know? I did study Wicca. I studied Wicca. You don't see me doing it because I didn't at that time because I was trying to take in all the information. Like, I had just started, and I'm like, I need to be an herbologist. I need to be an aromatherapist. I need to be an energy worker. I need to be a psychic. I need to be a this, and I need to be that, and I need to be a grand witch, and I need to do got my first degree. But it's the sulfur. Can I get a witness? Right? It's the sulfur in the match. You're not supposed to use the sulfur in your match to light any ritual items. It is the sulfur. Yeah. I do know things. I just don't employ them. Good morning, Brandy. So, Amber! So it's really funny because people walk in the store, and this happened the other day, and Jesse happened to be in there, thank goodness. And a gentleman walked in, and he called Nordic paganism something iso pagan or something like that. And I had never heard the word before. And thank God she was sitting there, and she's like, I know what he's talking about. Thank God. We don't have to know all the things. But a lot of times we have people come in and they're like, can you answer this about a ritual, or how do I do this ritual, or whatever? What candle is best? And I'll use my intuition to say, well, this is the best candle, but I'm not telling anybody how to do any actual rituals just because it's not my bag, baby. It just isn't. I work up. I work with angelic energies and guides and those types of energies. So I had a really hard time. And my teacher, good morning, husband. My teacher was my cousin Leanne, and she has, like Sheldon, an eidetic memory. Okay, she has an eidetic memory, so she can take a piece of paper. She could. She's passed away sadly since then. She could take a piece of paper, read it, and know it all, like be able to recite it back and forth. And she's like, I have this 3-page poem I want you to remember, and I'm like, have you met me? Could you guys think of me like remembering a 3-page poem? It was about I don't even remember. And I told her, I said, I can't remember this kind of thing like that. And she's like, well, this is kind of an important thing. It was a poem about Ichabod Crane, I think. I'm like, this is important. Anyhow, my husband wants to know if I'm coming into town today, and I have no answer. I'm finding myself adrift. Anybody else find yourself adrift? Or is it just me? First of all, Sam's gone. He's in Toledo. What about the burner on the stove? You can use that. It's not sulfur. You can use that. Yeah. I've seen your videos, Amber. You're out there doing fun stuff. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, so that's what those little ritual candles, you can use those for burning during a ritual, but you can also use them as what we call a witness. Yeah, I had a whole pack of them in here, and I don't know where I've done with them. I need to go buy some and go get some for the store. Rituals rituals with spoken words are hard for you. I can't remember shit. I need cheat cards. Yeah, you feel like a fart in a skillet this week. I like that. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, Jessica. So I'm just unsettled. We go away to Cincinnati this weekend, which is fun. We're going to be in Cincinnati or Sharonville for the Body Mind Spirit Expo. It's the biggest expo in Ohio. I just read that this morning. So we'll be there, and then we have like open house at the store on the 6th of December. So anybody wants to come in for open house, we're gonna have hot cider and probably donuts in there somewhere, because hot cider and donuts, that kind of like goes together, and wine, mulled wine. We'll do some mulled wine and stuff like that. Careful if I do come to town. We hardly have anything here. I doubt Billy was trying to fly out today, but I don't think he's going to. Anyhow, but yeah, there's lots of stuff. My heart is heavy for a friend of yours. I'm so sorry, Teresa. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So, what is your word for the day, you guys? What is your word for the day? Cold. I left our old mare in today because it's a mixed bag of yuckiness out there. We haven't put our old mare down yet. I have taken care of the logistic parts of it. So wine, yes, wine. Anyhow, there we go. Drinking my breakfast. I've kind of been in a funk. You haven't seen me on here very much. I get in a funk when Sam's not home. I know he's only 45 miles away. Content. I love that. It's so funny because I read it as content. Like, what kind of content, Kelly? Hold on. Moose Fraba. Cat, I am not putting you back out. Heavy. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. Okay. If everybody could share to somebody. Whimsy, I like that. So I'm working on, I'm going to read. You know me, I'm monologuing for a little while. Determination. I love that. Determination. So I learned about something new. Joanne Reed, X36, is that what it is, Joanne? She uses these patches, you guys. She come in. I wasn't going to ask her because I thought it was medical. And she had a patch right here, right? And she's like, it's not subdermal. It's nothing in there goes into the body. It is light. It's crystal, like crystalline. and it reflects your energy back into your own body. And I'm sure she'll comment as to what the name of it is again, because I'm a flake. Joan, I don't remember that. And it's these patches that work with your own energetic system in your body to help eliminate things. And as she was standing there talking about it, she's actually going to be at the expo. I think I haven't seen her sign up yet, but in March with these patches, and I'm really, really interested in them. But X39, I knew there was a 3 and an X. I did good. But they're for, your own health and working with your own body and your own energy system and all that. And maybe we'll have her get on and do a talk with me about them one afternoon. I need to do that with the presenters of the expo. Look, there went breakfast. Actually, these are pretty good. Those are the Premier Protein peanut butter cup. Peanut butter cup. Okay. But yes. So I totally forgot what I was talking about. Shit. I did find a deck of actual tarot cards sitting here though. Woo! Woohoo! Vibes. Yep. Movie reference. Anybody know the movie reference? I was not pushing you, Joan. I was not pushing you. I was just giving a heads up to people that might want to experience them. The Premier Protein things are pretty good. I'm going to set up discussions with our presenters that want to do a discussion and talk about their things online. We used to do that all the time. Like, I know Amber's been here Amber's probably on the feed right now. Amber Allen has probably been here the longest on our feed. And then I would go into probably both Kelly Lavoie and Heather Johns. And I don't know who else I see here. I'd have to see my scroll. So, and then there's Tracy Henderson. She's been here a long time too. Sam's been here a really long time. Way back when, I think I was was I in Hawaii at that time, Amber, or was I in Oklahoma? This is how we timeline things. Or was it no, it wasn't, maybe Montana? Was I really cold? Really warm? Or just right? Okay. I just don't know which category to choose. It doesn't matter which category you choose. It doesn't matter. That's for my information. I know what you do. Good morning. Okay. So let's pull a card for the day. Okay, well, I was going to do that, and I got corrected. Stuff falling. I don't want to do that deck of cards. Oh, I've been working on I'm making tumblers on the laser. So I'm engraving tumblers, and I engraved this tumbler yesterday that is just, I don't know that I could carry it where there was children around. You were in Hawaii at one point while he was there. So we were in Oklahoma, and then we had a home in Oklahoma, and we went to Hawaii during COVID. And then, yeah, you always had that Hawaiian coffee. Girl, what are you talking about? I'm still drinking Hawaiian coffee. Green World coffee. Yummy. I think that one is blueberry cheesecake. Yummy. I should get a promo for that. Okay. Yeah. I do like me some Hawaii. Hawaii. Okay. Let's see. This could start a whole discussion. The energy that I got off this card, we could start a whole discussion, and we're not gonna left right this morning, okay? But we're gonna they want to talk about it, so somebody needs to hear something about this. This is about how we have stepped away from tradition, how we have moved away from tradition. And oh God, we could go into this and I could get in, like, I could have people pissed at me. Jansen, good morning. My guides loved, they kind of migrated away, but they're kind of going back to the movie quotes a little bit. Um, how have we stepped away from tradition? I want to hear your guys' input. Like, how deep do we go on this? How deep of a dive? Because there are cultural tradition that has been, how far have we stepped away from family? How far have we stepped away from um, the things that, who's the teacher anymore? There's so many ways I could go in this, yet I am not trying to poke a bear, piss anybody off. There's so many different ways that this can be discussed. Like, what have we stepped away from? Let's take it this way. What has your personal universe, your personal energetic field, stepped away from? Okay, never mind. What I miss? Did I miss something? Okay, green double. That's the first I've seen a comment from you. I don't see any comments from you. What did I miss? Oh, wait, here's one. Oh, no. You just, Green Eyed Devil, what you do is you go to the Mystical Moon, themysticalmoons.com, and you just, Michelle, didn't you fill out a profile? Because I sent somebody to your name. I sent an invoice to somebody with your name. Might be another. We have 12,000 people on the store, so it could have been somebody else with your name. So, but no, you go to the Mystical Moons and sign up. Oh, here, I have comments and I'm missing them. I'm so sorry. Okay. The holidays are not the same. I think that's probably one of the most obvious, especially at this time of year, right? It seems like when the matriarchs and the patriarchs are passing away, people step further and further and further away from the family. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's, I hope there's a resurgence. I hope there's a resurgence of the gathering of families. I know that when I was growing up, I was very, very close with my cousins. Was very close. Good morning, Ashley. Hi, Henry. Hi, Adeline. Very close to the cousins. And when David passed away last month, I just was destroyed. He grew up in our house. I mean, I was destroyed. But who's picking up the mantle of doing that matriarchal stuff, right? I think we also have a little bit more of a voice about what we want to take and what we don't want to take. So we find that we don't want to be around some of those people too. But they're family. Away from DMA family, all of them. Yeah, a lot of people do that. They know that sometimes our families are toxic. Amber walked away from everything when Walter died, but you've gone through that tower moment, right, Amber? You are now reconfiguring and rebuilding. Good for you. Katie says, Katie, how is the donk? It's too common that once a grandparent that has held the family together has passed, families split or don't get along, so no one gets together like they did, right? True. So true. So true. Good morning, Heidi. Good morning. Yeah, people drift. I stopped putting up Christmas tree up and we do a leg. But with the grandkids this year, we put one up. Yeah, grandkids, got to bring the magic for the kids, right? We are bringing back the things, family holidays, not just the day, cooking together, teaching the kiddos the family things can be done. I love the way your life is stepping forward, Heather Johns. I know more about Heather Johns because she's a friend and how they're moving forward family-wise. Kelly says, for me anyway, I stay away from people that disrupt my energy and my family members. Yeah, I get that too. Um, just some things are missed holiday wise. Holiday wise has been terrible. And I long for different bits and creating my own kind of, yeah. Weird. So maybe it's the deconstruction and the construction of new things, right? Maybe it's time to bring in new traditions. I've stepped away from the majority of my biological family and spent more time with a hubby and fam. Yeah. Have read that you can see spirits in photographs. Have a few myself. Do you know anything about this? Have read. Oh, absolutely, you can see. It's so. Donna Bennett posted. Have seen that you can see spirits in photographs. I have a few myself. Do you know anything about this? So what I want to say about that is not everybody can do seeing things in a photograph. Some people, because my first inclination here. Is feeling. I would think first and foremost for you that you would have more of a claircog sensation to things, and you would be able to look at a photograph and get a feeling off of it. Do not discount a feeling because you can't see it, because the left side of our brain wants to quantify things. It wants to see, taste, touch, smell things, right? But we can't discount the right side of our brain that has the sensation of it. So if you're looking at something or touching something, this is very much where like psychometry comes from, right? If you pick up a sensation or you pick up an image or you pick up a sound off of something, that's how you start to put together the pieces of what am I picking up off of this photograph. Very interesting. Very interesting question. Great question. So today, deconstruction for new configuration. Yeah. We are allowed to do that. That is how things change. That is how things happen, right? We allow things, or we assist sometimes in having things come apart to be able to bring them to come back together. And it can be in a much better way, right? Okay. Yes, we did do that with a photograph of a gentleman that was not alive. So for the people that are old school that are here, we used to have a membership where we taught psychic development. And I am sitting on those classes. I have 450, 550 classes that are recorded from our membership over 6 years. Dozens and dozens of meditations and uh, interviews and all the things from everything that had occurred for over 6 years within the membership. And I have them sitting right here on a hard drive. And I haven't figured out what to do with them. But I keep seeing this thing called, I miss our community. This is community. But we used to have this community like this, man, that we just synced on all sorts of things. And we did wonderful things together, I think. The EPA has approved your pond. Yay! But I keep seeing this thing called school. Is anybody aware of this thing called school, where this is what it's for, is just building community? Like you build your own community there. And I'm looking into it. Not that I want to do a teaching community so much as we do scheduled classes, as much as we learn off of each other. And that's what our membership was, right? We all learned off of each other. And I miss it a lot. Yeah, I do. I miss it. We used to have 13 or 14 classes a month with different teachers. It was too much for me to keep up with. So, okay. Anyhow, moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? If you could kindly share to your feed, invite a friend that you think might need something, or just share to a group. That'd be fabulous as well. And we are going to kick this party off. Yes, I can talk. I monologue. This isn't all about just free readings. This is about human connection, even though we're online, right? That's what it's about. Whoop, whoop. I know I miss Isis's class too. Isis should be on her way to Egypt. We declined to go to Egypt just because we're not going to run as fast as everybody else. So, You don't have to be the fastest. You just can't be the slowest. So we stepped out of Egypt when all the things were going on over there that looked very dangerous. Okay. Somewhere over the rainbow, tiny high, bluebirds fly. Has anybody else seen the videos? Has anybody else seen the videos of the gentleman named James that found the Tic Tac? Has anybody else seen that? Bluebirds fly. Happens that way, doesn't it, Tony? It hit you right in the heart. Birds fly over the rainbow. Nope. Okay. So there's this guy. Here's this guy named James. All you have to do is look up James cylinder UFO, I think, like that. And the jury's out on this one. That's good. I'm glad that's that. Hey, guess I'm around. So if you look it up, interesting. Not sure what to make of it. If he didn't get electrocuted, boy, he did a good job faking it. So look it up. James cylinder UFO, and I don't know. We'll reconvene on that later. Okay. Interesting. This is for Loretta Dalton. Good morning from Ohio. Loretta, have you been in the store? Hey, Tara. Ooh, Loretta. I haven't used this deck in a long time. Oh, Loretta, they want to talk about living through gratitude. So I'm going to go through these and I'm going to walk you through. We're going to go on a journey. Yes, you found that thing in the desert. That doesn't look like desert sand to me. Did you notice that, Kelly? It looks like beach sand. He's digging it up and it looked to me like beach sand. Thank you, Heidi. But it just is weird. I don't know. That part, that doesn't feel right to me. Intuitively, when he was digging in that sand, I'm like, having been in the desert, it looks too either A, dug up and disturbed, or beach sand. That's what I could say. It looks disturbed. Okay. First card for Loretta. You got thrown out for the Tic Tac thing? I like the orange Tic Tacs. I haven't had them in a long time. I want to talk about innocence. I love this card. I have not used this deck of cards in a very, very long time. And it just kind of screamed out. And it talks, so it tells a story, right? It talks about kind of going through life, some of the things that you're oblivious to. I wish I could say that this is all about innocence and blah, 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 right? But it talks about being oblivious to some things and not being able to sometimes pick out the people that are just absolute shit disturbers, the people that are assholes, right? I used to sing that song in karaoke. Yeah. I don't do karaoke much anymore. I did it once when we were in New Mexico coming back from Sedona. I was excited. Okay. But Loretta's like, geez, Sal, do you ever stay on one topic? I do. I keep coming back. I think that's a plus, right? Yeah, desert sand is way different. Pay attention to the sand if you watch it when he finds it, Heather. Pay attention. It's either disturbed or wet. It looks wet to me. It's weird. Okay. So Loretta, this is what I have to say. some people can take the way you go through life as don't shoot the messenger, as ditzy or not smart enough to see a con. I mean, it's just the way these cards are coming across, because they're like, your kindness can be taken advantage of, and people can be asking you to do a million different things because they think that you'll just agree to it, and just all of a sudden here you are indebted into something that you may just feel trapped doing because you're a kind person. And it's not that you're a ditz, it's just that you've set up in this lifetime to see the upside of things, and other people go, oh look, I can take advantage of that. Make sure that you're not being at the wrong end of the stick on these things. Open your eyes, see those things before they start to happen to you, and live with and this is how you kind of head them off. Live in the gratitude of the universe, saying, hey, tell the universe what you want. Say, I don't want to be around these kind of people. I need the people that are here for my good, not their good. We need to work together rather than you being the driving force behind some things. Don't let people take advantage of you. Don't be the giver that just is exhausted, because that's all you do is give, and the other person is not responding in kind. That's the big deal. Are the people in your life giving back to you as you give to them? Is there a partnership here, or is it just take from you? That's really important. I'm supposed to pull another card. Hold on. Yeah, watch the video where he finds it. This is the way my brain works, you guys. I cannot help that. I love a puzzle. Like, give me IKEA furniture. Happy. I want to put together those adult puzzles. So when he was digging in the sand for this Tic Tac thing, this UFO, this whatever they call it nowadays, my mind went to the sand. I'm like, that's not desert sand. Immediately. I wasn't being critical of him. I was just like, oh, thank you. I have been disconnected. When I am not 100%, when I'm not feeling really great, I don't get on. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for it. I'll go into it in a second. Lauren Springs says, when my grandma passed, I would always see heads up dimes, and then maybe 4 years ago it ended. Would it have been her? Why did it stop? Oh, that's a great question. We will go there in a second. If I'm in a bad mood, it radiates off of me. Like, seriously. Poor Jansen was in the store the other day, and I felt so bad, Jansen. You have no idea how bad I felt, because I know that when something shifts when I go into bad mood mode, I can clear a room and I don't have to say anything. But I was saying things to my family on the phone, and I just shifted the whole energy, and I couldn't help it. And so if I'm in a bad mood, I don't get on here because I don't want to. Yeah. Did you go back and watch the video, Kelly? Because, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to tell you a little story. Not a little story. No, it'll be quick. Lauren. So when my grandfather passed away when I was very young, I felt my grandpa by me all the time. Like, I didn't even know anything about intuition at that point, but I knew my grandpa was with me all the time. And up until the time I was about 30-ish, I don't know the exact year, I felt him. I could think of him and just cry. And just, I knew he was there, right? And then my grandmother passed away. And I've not felt my grandfather again. And I was concerned about this because I just adored my grandfather. I adored him. And what I discovered is that I didn't need that lean anymore. And my grandmother, it was a stronger energy, and she would be there with him. And I would feel her energy. And I just didn't realize that. So it doesn't mean that they go away. They just step forward when we really need them. So if you, he was lonely, right, Teresa? He was amazing, is what he was. So don't think of them as gone, because honestly, they're just a thought away. And if you were to sit, Lauren, and bring an image of that person into your head and ask to feel that energy, give it a minute. Put a little into it and see what your return is, because you'll be surprised. It comes as a memory. It comes as a beautiful memory. We don't have to feel them next to us to know they're there. We feel them and know they're there. I'd rather feel this, because that just. But here's the thing. Tani says, I haven't felt any of mine. It was very close to my mom's father. He was our world. So try that. Sit there with it. Sit there with that, a memory. Just have a memory, your favorite memory, and close your eyes and put yourself. This is interesting because I'm just going with the spirit on this. Close your eyes and put yourself in a memory. Fill the room, hear the noise, smell the food, do whatever, and ask for a hug. Oh. We all have the ability to connect to the other side. Every one of us. It doesn't look like Hollywood. It's not Hollywood. That's the first thing I teach, right? This isn't Hollywood. I was so disappointed when I first started this because I didn't start this till I was 38. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to be like medium. It's going to be so cool. And it's not. J.A. Says, I had the same room. I had the same room happen to me when my ability started. I saw my grandpa who died when I was 8 and my grandmother who died a couple years ago. Yeah. It's very moving. It's very moving. And I recommend everybody try that, because we all have somebody on the other side. We all do, right? But here's what's really interesting. If you do that and you open the room and you say, hey, who wants to come talk to me? And you visualize, or you hear, or you smell, or however you do it, you might be surprised by who comes forward. Sometimes it pisses people off, because it's not always who you think it's going to be. Oh, by the way, on open house at the store. So we're doing open house at the store on the 6th. It's going to be an all-day event from 11 to 5. We're going to have free readers in. I'm sure we have an energy healer or two that's going to be there as well. There's going to be food. There's going to be stuff to drink, blah, 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 all the things. And then at 6 o'clock in the evening, we are going to do table tipping. So if you've not experienced table tipping, it's so totally worth doing. It's a loaded question. You get everybody showing up. That's okay too, right? So who on here has experienced table tipping? Who has experienced table tipping? Let's see. Yes, it's a table tipping evening. So let me see if I have a video of table tipping. Where would I find that? Design? Do I have a table tip? I do have a table tipping video. Hold on. I'm going to show a table tipping video. We are not full of shit. I swear nobody's moving the table. Hold, please. I wish I had gotten that turning with one person. That's not it. Hold on. Maybe it's this one. That's Oracle board table. I actually make those Oracle board tables. They're my own invention with my father, Bill. I can show that video if you guys want to see it. They are very unique, and I hand paint them, blah, 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 whatever. But this is table tipping. Hold on one second. I think. Okay. The table moving was the table tipping. We're also going to do arts and crafts, by the way. I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing, but we're doing arts and crafts too. Spirit art for certain. Anyhow, at open house day. To Savannah, you want to do table tipping? I know. So table tipping is physical mediumship. It is a representation of something physical being moved by spirit. And because we're energetic beings, right? Our aura is our energetic field. That's why when somebody icky steps into it, they have now polluted our area. We would like them to leave. We feel that. But our chakra systems is also part of the energetic system. And spirit on the other side, when assisted with a good amount of energy, can create physical change. And our tables are just, they have a blast. Actually, in Cincinnati this weekend, we're going to do table tipping at one of my lectures, and we're going to see how that goes. It does it, and the tables tip, the tables turn, and the tables tip during the expo. We've had it happen in our booth, but to actually do a lecture on it, we're going to see how that goes. It'll be fun in that theater, right, Amber? That would be so much fun. I know. I'm not sure this year if we're going to do a gathering at all. We had talked about going to outside New Orleans. I'm not quite sure what kind of attendance we would have or anything like that. You just did table tipping and your son came through. It's amazing stuff. Table tipping is amazing. The table on the wheels, we didn't anticipate that to move, but boy, let me tell you what, that table weighs about a good 60 pounds, and those wheels are old wood chipped wheels underneath there, and that thing flies. It takes a lot for me to move it out to the floor to do it because I have to really push it and maneuver it. But when it starts tipping and scooting, it scoots. I think that's the one I'm going to take to Cincinnati. Anyhow, moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let's see who is here. Yeah, icky energy. Don't need it. Where are you at, J.A.? Where are you located? Anybody else getting rain, snow, sleet? It's yucky. It's not bad, but it could be worse. It could be worse. I just need it to be nice next weekend. Not this weekend. I need it to be nice the following weekend. Like on the 30th, we're going to have a glorious day. It's going to be beautiful. We need that. Okay. Alana. Yeah, I've heard it's raining there. Yeah, Sam's wondering if I'm coming to town, but honestly, I don't know. Alana. Where does everybody live? I see Lauren's like, I wish I lived closer. Alana. Denver. Oh, I was in Denver last year for the expo. The Body, Mind, Spirit. I did not go this year. We had to slow down this year, man. Just had to slow down. Mm-hmm. Wow. By Grand Rapids. Tara, I was just in Grand Rapids. Michigan. Where at Michigan, Lauren? I can't do that. I'm from Michigan. And I'm not that far from Michigan. Okay. Alana. Alana, are you still here? I'm trying to find her last name. Nova Scotia. Battle Creek. Oh, we drove through Battle Creek. Yes, I was. Lapeer County. Okay. Okay. Not that far. There's Alana's like, I'm here. I just couldn't find your name. So I was like, I'm here. Yay. Okay. I don't know why. I want to sing Joanna. I love you. Is it as soon as I called your name? But it made me nothing, and that's okay. But I just, when it comes through, I want to push that out there because my guides love to go through song. And I know your name's not Joanna, it's Alana. Okay. You went to school in Battle Creek. So I know I'll be back in. Actually, there's a really good fabric store in Grand Rapids, and you guys are only like 2 hours away, 2.5 hours away from here. We jump on whatever road that is, 96, 94, whatever. And we were there like in a hot minute. I couldn't believe it. Okay. Moving on. Alana, you are in line for tarot. So they come across with tarot cards when they're like, we need this person to absolutely know stuff. We're not going to do the fluffy cards that are all pretty and soft and light. We're Manchester, UK. And let's talk about what you need to know. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. We'll hold that one. Oh, no, I need it. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So I want to talk, Alana, about sometimes it feels like you're moving forward and nothing is getting done. Oh, your brain moves really fast. Because I was like, how does your brain move? Like, I get this, I got to move. I got to get it done. This needs done. This needs done. This needs done. You keep this either internal list or this list on paper, and they want to talk about you just feeling the need to keep moving forward, but you're really good at this, right? You're really good at that, where you just kind of have this, we're going to trudge. We're going to keep going. We're going to do it. And we're working through the challenges, and we're just working through those challenges. You're going to visit after the holidays? It's not that far. As a matter of fact, if you come down 69, if you go across and come down 69 towards Fort Wayne, we're 45 minutes away from Fort Wayne. Okay. I need you to know, Alana, that you have some change coming. Some of the things in your life that you have glossed over and just kind of went with because it's part of your everyday, is disillusioning. I don't know if somebody is disillusioning you or if you're disillusioning yourself, where you just keep going. We'll just keep going. And I'm going to not see that. I'm not going to see that. And it's okay. Sometimes you have really good defense mechanisms. And it'll take the wind out of your sails. It's going to be one of those moments where you just kind of have to set you on your heels, where when you see somebody for who they really are, it's going to be like, how disappointing. And it's going to change the way you see them or feel about them or work with them. But I need you to know that this is part of a learning process for you. You have so many incredible new ventures coming your way. So many new, they're like, just look off in the distance and see the things that are put there for you. Nothing ever happens to us in this life, you guys. It happens for us. And that's what they're saying. This person or this event in your life is there to help you see the bigger picture. You have a much bigger picture coming. And whatever the situation is that we're talking about right now, right? Because it's vague, right? It's very vague. But the situation that we're talking about right now keeps you from seeing yourself, keeps you from seeing who you truly are as a spiritual and just amazing soul. Like that you're worthy of everything. You need to feel worthy of everything. You deserve everything. And there's going to come this, and it's so interesting because as I talk about the soul, they show this big flower opening up. And when I do a centering meditation with Metatron, this is part of our centering meditation. This great big huge flower comes open. And then I invite people to come in and look at this big pearl that's right in the middle of the flower. And in that pearl, they fall into themselves and fall into a meditation, a deeper meditation. So it's about finding deeper layers of yourself. Yeah. They're like, you have a moment here that's going to be defining for you, that you learn deeper parts of yourself and how strong you are and how beautiful your soul is. It's a really interesting reading. I'm never one to tell people, I'm never going to be the reader that says doom and gloom and Dr. Shockaloo can take your curses off. And that's just not me. You know, I always want to look at the, how do we move forward from here? I am not a fortune teller. I am somebody that's going to help you figure out how to move forward in life, the best and most effective way for you. And that's what your guides are talking about. Change is inevitable, but change is there to help you see just how amazing you are. And I can, so this is not something I normally do, but I'm going to do it anyways, because as you commented, your auric field pops up. I don't know if you realize that you are naturally, we are all healers. Every single one of us is a healer. We have the capacity to heal ourselves and others, right? But you have this really beautiful silver in your auric field. So you have the capacity. This is not how angels usually show themselves for me, but you have the capacity to work with angelic energy, whether you see them, hear them, smell them, feel them, whatever, or just invite them into your life. And I'm not talking about dogmic and angelic energy. I'm talking about the energies that assisted in the construction of the whole universe, age-old energies. You're interesting. Holy shit, look at this. They want to talk about your star stuff. They want to talk about your extraterrestrial origins. They want to talk about Andromeda. They want to talk about you not feeling the energy that you are designed in this lifetime to feel. This very, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to do this very sexual, very forward moving, energetic energy that you should be feeling. You're missing the mark on. They want you to step into that feeling. They're like, work with us, work with the higher energies, work with the higher vibrations. You're going to find a whole lot of really cool stuff about yourself. But there's specifically one guide, they call her your North Star. They call this one specific guide, like, and they show her in a pulse of light and energy. Almost takes your breath away. Invite this energy into your dream time, and right before you wake up in your theta dream time, and start a dialogue, start a conversation. Why aren't you doing what I do? You vibrate very, very high. You should be doing some really cool stuff. I mean, this hits me, my breath work, my everything. Like, you have incredible energy. You need to feel that. You need to realize that. You need to start stepping into that. And I also want to say you've hit like 3 of 5 major lessons in this life already. Have you had any moments where you could call it a line of demarcation, like you life changed on this, like changed this day? I almost want to say like a near death, but I don't know that I don't deal with near death experiences, but like this mark here, You've had 3 of 5 like restarts. Interesting. You're very interesting. I like your energy. Very, very interested. Okay. I hope that helps. Look at it. It stuffed me up even. Anyhow, interesting. Oh, there's more in there. You should see the Tumblr I did yesterday, you guys. I think the major medallion on the Tumblr that I engraved, there's like the center part of it, right? And it said something like let the dumb effery commence for the day or something like it. It's great. It's a great Tumblr. Anyhow, okay, moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? I hope that's helpful, Alana. Wonderful. How are you, Samantha? Yes, coffee is important. It's like this holds 24 ounces of coffee. Oh, it's sassy. Did you get the Cussy Mandela one, Heather? Did you buy one? I had one that it was all mandalas and beautiful, and in between all the mandalas, it was like after this, after that. It's sold. It was the first one to sell. I don't know who bought it. Okay. That got me. Okay. Laura Springstube. Sorry. Lauren, do you write? Are you putting things on paper? Are you writing things? Are you trying to write a book? Are you journaling? What are you putting on paper? The last one got my nose running. Those are some high energies right there. The only thing I saw at the shop had a dragon on it. Yeah, I'm working on doing some more for the store, but I have to take some to Cincinnati. Oh, you guys, right now in the store, and I have a limited supply of them, we have crystal tumble advent calendars in 12s and 25s. So if you go to here, you can find them. I'm horrible at advertising, like there. You can find them on the front page there. They are the crystal advent calendars. So each day you get a little box. They're adorable. You get a box and you open it. It's tissue paper, and it has all the it has the description card and the tumble and everything. So if you're looking to like increase your tumble collection, yeah, that's a good way to do it. That is in the store, so you can find them on the front page of the store. Let's see. My daughter's always trying. She's 4. No, this is you. They're talking about you personally. I see you personally writing. If you ever feel the inclination to put things to paper and write a book or anything like that, please do so. Please do so, because you have a guide that works with you or is waiting to work with you to put things on paper, and things will just start to flow. So if you ever have a story that you feel like, it doesn't matter if it's a children's story to, I don't care, porn romance, I don't care. Whatever it is, you have somebody there willing and wanting to help write with you. And you might find that words fall on the page and you're like, wow, that's really good. That's when we work with guides. So they're talking about your Akasha calls. They want to talk about poetry. They want to talk. So this is actually turning into a past life reading. This is turning into a past life reading, and they want to talk about a male past life. This is a male past life for you. And they want to talk about poetry and candlelight. So they're giving me a memory. They're giving me an image of why writing would come very well and easy to you. Writing by candlelight. What are we writing? We're writing something that is not allowed. Interesting. I don't know who it is. Very, very rarely. So when I'm doing a past life reading, you guys, anybody that's watched me do past lives, very, very, very rarely do I ever get anybody that is famous, right? Everybody is this cog in this great, big, huge, big machine. So very rarely do I get anybody famous, and I'm kind of hoping this might be something a little bit like cool. But this is somebody that's writing original things. I know that because I'm like, are they a typesetter? And this, they're like way behind, way in front of typesetting. There is no typesetting. Everything is redone individually, book by book by book by book, by candlelight. It's original thinking. It is, and this guy's hands hurt from a chemical. They hurt from a chemical. They're very dry and chapped and cracked. And he lived to be older. He has arthritis in his hand, and he's trying to write, but he has to take and stretch his hand every once in a while because his hand hurts. This is interesting. They're giving a lot of little details. It's very cold. And he shows, because I'm like, okay, well, how cold are we? Is there glass in the window? What are we looking at here? And he's showing these round pieces of glass in windows with gaps around it. Hey, Richard. Question. Oh, you might not know. So it's like these round pieces, and they don't fully fit into the panes. So there's still like stuff coming through. No, I'm reading for Lauren Springstube. I don't know why that information is important, but they want to talk about being able to see outside. So I'm going to give you the sensations that I get from this, because they're pushing a lot of emotion across with this. Like this person can look outside, they can see outside, but they don't feel like they can go outside. Like they feel kind of trapped. Like if I go outside, not that they're going to be arrested or anything like that right out the gate. But it's like, I don't want to be recognized. And back to writing and back to writing and back to writing. I almost want to say, I feel like this person is starting a revolt, like, because they show him taking his papers and folding them up neatly and then opening his door and just handing him out the door. And this other person takes him to someplace else. Either that, or he was in espionage, or he was trying to create dissension. Interesting. Now I'm like, interesting. No, it's not. He's not making stained glass. He's writing something that's going to cause change. He's writing something that's going to cause a war. Like the people are stirred up. And he's doing it in a code. I'm like, where does the poetry come in? And he's talking about, it's in prose. It's in prose. Okay. Yeah, it's like he's writing things that is okay. So why do they talk about these things in past lives? Like, why are past lives important to, let's go there. Why are past lives important to who we are, what we do right now? It's because there's things in that past life that occurred that could be in our life right now. Like we could, and I'm not saying you're starting a war. Okay. What I'm saying is there could be things in your life that you need to be paying, that you know are wrong and you're pushing against, right? That you know are wrong and you're pushing against, you're pushing against, you're pushing against. And you're going to be the cycle of change. No, Lauren, you don't even know who this is. Past life. This is in your soul records. Okay. This is a past life for you. Yeah, I believe that it was written in rhyme. I believe it was written in rhyme. Nursery rhymes were written that way. This is dark. Like, these are dark poems. This is probably something you could actually Google. Like, what anarchist or rebellious person, I don't know how to put it, started a war through poetry, or passed on information that way. So what they're talking about, and we could go on deep, because they really have like all this really cool stuff about little things, like the little piece of circular metal that it's not a ring. What is it? Oh, it is a ring. Oh, the little piece of circular metal that was his sign, a signet ring. He would seal things with the envelope so that they weren't. Oh my gosh, how cool! um, but he talks about it. So he was somebody that was important too. Anyhow, but they're talking about in this life, Lauren, being the person that stands up for other people, being the person that says, this isn't right, let's change it. That you know how to, even if you're not doing it yet in this life, they're like, you will see things in life that you don't agree with and you're going to push back on. And you're doing the right thing is what your soul's good at. And that's why they're like, there's so much pertaining to writing for you. They're like, don't be afraid to put your thoughts down. Don't be afraid to put things into history. What is it? Quiet people rarely make history. So Google that. I would Google it. And it feels very, I want to say even French. I could say French. Oh, I had a question for you, Richard.
Yeah.
Do you know what era they would have had, or if this isn't even a thing, glass windows that didn't go meet edge to edge? I don't know why I think you would know what this is. Round circles of glass that had gaps in the corners for panes of window. No?
You'd have to show me that. I don't know. I'm having trouble
Okay,
visualizing
okay.
that.
Teresa says, Gabrielle, I can't say that. Poet, playwright, soldier, and political firebrand, late 1800s to early 1900s. Interesting. Did he write things in poetry, Teresa? Did he start things that way? Interesting. Lauren says, I've had a rough time in life lately between my dog and kid. Oh, I'm so sorry. And my in-laws. Okay. Give yourself some credit. I'm not telling you to post on Facebook, because honestly, what happens when we post on Facebook? It causes drama. You know, but this particular past life is about standing up for the right thing. I'm so sorry about your dog and your in-laws. Standing up for your lack of standing up for yourself doesn't take you where you need to be. And being quiet of it doesn't get you there either. So you have to put your your effort in the right direction. How's that? Put your effort in the right and most constructive direction, and see what kind of change you can create. You actually said the correct words. Your marriage. It's the most important 2 words you typed. Your marriage. Um, and I can say everybody needs to see it as your marriage, including everybody within your marriage. So that's important. There's a feeling of value there as well, right? Um, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Hope that's helpful. It's in your soul. I mean, you have all this strength there. Absolutely. I hope that's helpful. Oh, Teresa says, Italian, very dramatic, theatrical personality, poet, novelist who glorified violence and war, used a signet ring, had followers who distributed his writings. Very cool. Maybe you want to go down that rabbit hole and check into that, Lauren. Gabrielle D. Whatever that name is. I don't know. Interesting. All right. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? I see people are already on the edge of it. They're like, they already know. Yep. This wouldn't be the first war you started. What? Okay. Moving on. Who's the Star Wars fan? Who is the Star Wars fan? I'm a Star Wars fan too, but I mean, not like huge, like huge. Somewhere over the rainbow. You love Star Wars. It's not the same as Star Trek. It's not the same as Star Trek. Did I say Star Wars? No, it's Star Trek. I said Star Trek, right? Not the same, Amber. Oh. Okay. If you guys are new, make sure you like and follow or whatever it is on the page you're on. I have a bunch of different pages coming in. At one time. Star Trek or Star Wars? Okay. Let's see. Tara, maybe you should just take it as there's lots of love coming your way from the other side. You're getting a lot of that. Jessica Leonard. You still here? Jessica. I know it irritates the pea water out of people that I don't carry a list. And I apologize. But the reason I don't carry a list, the reason I don't write a list, first of all, I'm not that organized. But second of all, I go with who my guides. So when I see the whoop whoop, that's just my, I could have say underwear. I don't know. But when I do the whoop whoop, it lets me see the energy or feel the energy of the person that's commenting. And the person that needs the reading the most is the one that pops up for me. So that's why we do that. This is the right reading at the right time. How about that? I mean, I could go through and pull cards for everybody and just give a general reading, and every once in a while we do that when we do shotgun cards, but we're not doing shotgun cards. Please don't type that. I don't have an assistant with me today to do shotgun. So that is something I actually need an assistant. I need somebody here with me to help keep track of things. And it is a zoo. Okay. Jessica, I want to talk about taking care of yourself. I want to talk about they will call you a person. They will call a person out. Your guides call you out, guys. Absolutely. So Jessica, I want to talk about taking care of yourself. I want to talk about, I don't know if you have any respiratory things going on or if you have a cold coming up. Please, if you haven't had anything going on, make sure you're taking some echinacea or elderberry. Get yourself on something that's going to boost your immune system just a little bit, because I feel like you have a winter cold coming. I'm sorry, my guides are really good at that. They're good at earthquakes, slip and falls, and sinus infections. So if I call an earthquake, if I'd be like, then you just start, taking your glass breakable stuff down off the top shelf. Okay. So make sure you're taking some echinacea or something just to boost your immune system a little bit. I actually want to also talk about this. I never done do this. I'm not in shape. I want to talk about aerobic exercise for you. I want you to build lung strength. I want you to. I would love for you to pay attention to that. Just because endurance seems to be a big deal. Okay. As a slap in the face, self-care just happened a bit ago. Okay. It's about strength in the body. They want you to be increasing your strength in the body. I feel like there's something that could be creating a downturn, not whole body health wise. Just keep in mind when we're emotionally taxed, our body follows that. Okay. They're like, bring in some yellow, bring in some sunshine. Where the hell is that yellow coming from? Anyhow, they want you to start working on that. Quit overthinking everything. Oh, for flip's sake, quit overthinking everything. Good grief. Quit. They're like, there's so many wonderful things laid around you. Quit dissecting everything that comes across your table. It's not going to help you. It doesn't help you. Here's what happens when we're overthinking. We're living in the past or the future, anxiety or depression. Which is it going to be? Live in the moment. You do not have room in your life in this second for anxiety or depression. You're living in that moment. That's where they want you to be. Let go of that shit. If you have anxiety attacks, bring yourself right here. Right? Just start feeling the moment, being in charge of your own energy. Once again, let go of the anxiety. It's creating an imbalance in your life. Self-care is important. And if you're sectioning yourself away from other people, that's not the way to go. Because you'll stay in the exact same space that you're in right now. And there's so much available to you in this lifetime. Like, you have the capacity to have the love, the money, the prosperity, the joy, all the things. All the things are available to you. Pay attention to your words. Pay attention to your verbiage. What are you bringing into your life? Are you manifesting? Here's the problem with manifesting. Here's the problem with manifesting. Whatever you want to call it, right? Okay? Here's the problem. especially for master manifestors, which, by the way, Jessica, you're a master manifester. It means you can put your mind to something and it will happen. Ever meet that person that just like everything they want to do works? How the hell? You know? One way or another, it works. Whether it's for the good or the bad. If you are wanting wonderful things happen. If you revolve in the negative and the anxiety, then that's what happens. So pay attention to that. Always gravitate towards beautiful things. They like gravitate towards yellow. Bring some citrine into your life, for crying out loud. Get some citrine crystals. We just had some really cool, not to cross sell, but we did have some really beautiful citrine crystals just go across the desk. I don't think they're in the store, but if you're interested in one, message me. They're beautiful. Citrine brings in joy. It's that light yellow energy. You have the capacity to bring in so many beautiful things, including wonderful health. So I hope that's helpful. Good grief was so one of my grandmother's sayings. You know where she gets it? Charlie Brown. Good grief. Anyhow, I hope that's helpful. I hope that's helpful. Charlie Brown. I was filtering through the internet and, like we do, and ran across the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Amber says, if I have a very strong feeling like I should play the lottery machines, I usually win. Perfect, right, Amber? You're very welcome, Jessica. You're very welcome. Yeah, so we are getting in lion's mane, reishi mushroom, and it's extract. Okay, guys, it's powder. So there's a difference between mushroom powder and mushroom powder extract. So if you buy just mushroom powder, that is the whole mushroom, root, cap, the whole thing ground into powder. It's a flavoring for food. Be very, very careful when you're buying your mushroom stuff, right? And these are legal mushrooms, guys, not psilocybins. When you buy a mushroom powder extract, it is the active ingredient of the mushrooms that's been extracted from the pieces of the mushroom that are the active ingredient, and that is ground. So there's a very big difference in what type of mushroom powder you purchase. So we have lion's mane coming, we have reishi coming, I can never say that name. Look, I have the list right here. I have the list. I doubt I have them. No, of course not. What other ones do we have coming? Chaga. We have the chaga. And the mayatake, I think. We're bringing in the mayatake as well. And turkey tail. Cordyceps. Yeah, that's the other one. So we have but what we're going to do is also, I think, you want flower, not the whole stems and roots. Not as good. Right. Absolutely. So we have those coming. Yeah, that's good information to have, right? But I'm trying to figure out, because I know you can put them in teas and coffees and things like that, but I also want to have the ability for people to make their own capsules. So I think I'm looking into that right now. So you guys can make your own capsules and just pop them. You can make a bunch of capsules, 100 capsules, and then just pop them. So that's something I'm looking into as well. All right, everybody. I am going to let you go because I do have work to do today, and this is my fun time. So I will talk to you guys later. I hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon and stays warm and dry. And there we go. So find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, he'd say, may the light be with you always. All right, guys. Bye-bye now.